Hi everyone, this is Dion Cole, and this is the week 1 video review for my app, Space Runner I like to call it. It's a space shooter game, kind of based off the old school game of Galaga. And right now, looking at assets and the things that we've learned so far this week, I went through a lot of research trying to figure out what kind of gaming assets to use and where to find them, especially get some free ones for our Creative Commons license to use so we wouldn't really get in trouble with licensing issues and things of that nature. One of the websites that I found pretty cool is Kenny.nl. They have a lot of game sites. This is someone who creates gaming assets to use. As you can see here, they have motorcycle racing packs. Also, you can go in and use different types of UI as far as sound effects. They have a lot of things on here that's pretty cool to go through and see and use. There's also some UI elements for, like say, icons and things of that nature. Also, another website I found really cool is Gaming Art 2D, where they have a lot of assets. This one is more of a paid website. They have some free ones, but the free ones don't come with a lot of things that you can use and you want to download. So if you're trying to make something really cool and trying to get into a lot of assets, you have to pay for some of the things on here. But Kenny NL definitely gives you a lot of free things to use if you're trying to make a game. One of the other things that we talked about and we learned was our bounding geometry for our assets that we use inside of a game. As you see from mine that I'm creating, this is right now everything it's built so far. But we learned about a bounding rectangle for it. If we go down and say physics definition here in our gaming part, you see our bounding rectangle. If we click off of it, you can see that rectangle sits right around the asset that we clicked and we highlighted. It's not really conducive or not really great for our player because it leaves a lot of blank space. So if the enemy ship that we have, if it shoots something and it hits this blank space, it's going to cause a collision within the bounding area, and the player may not find it too exciting their ship is blowing up before anything touches it or before they have a chance to move out of the way. Another one that we have also is the circle that we learned about. It's tighter around our texture, but at the same time, it still leaves a lot of blank space that could be left for the player to be, can get hit, and it's not really too conducive for that. One thing that's really cool that we could use is Alpha Mask, which pretty much sets it right at the edge of our sprite, our texture. That way, it's more tighter. It's more of an actual, if something comes in contact with our image, for those images that's not perfectly a square or not or perfectly a circle, it plays more to the player to be able to use it to, if something were to come in contact with it for a collision, it's right there, definitely on the edge and on the line of what we're doing. So bounding in geometry and learning about that is pretty cool, as we can use that for our spikes and our textures and everything. And learning about our coordinates, we know that everything starts from 0, 0. So our 0, 0 point will be down here on our X and Y scales. But if I was to move my image, you can see here where the position on the X and Y scale is getting closer and closer to 0 as I move the texture around. So everything is from a positive scale of 0, 0 going up on the positive of the Y, and on the X scale, our negatives are over here for the X and down here for our Y, and so on and so forth. But all right, now the challenges that I had with building out the app so far is pretty much creating the sound effect, so that once the user presses the fire button, we get that sound. When I first loaded it up, it would just run continuously over and over again. So then that way, it wasn't really fun for the user to have something firing completely. But now we have it set up to where if the user pushes it, it fires, and it also hits a power up as far as a shield. Our sound effect will fire when the user comes in collision with that to let them know they have a shield. So far, that's where the development part of our app ended, what we've learned as a week 1 video review. Hope you guys enjoyed it.